There is no club like Real Madrid in sports. Think about it. Any sport.
This guy's Mr. UCL. What can we say? He just scored a hat-trick, bro. We're 2-0 down and you score a hat-trick? This is crazy.
He is the guy. He wears the number 7 for a reason.
See the biggest big game player in club competitions because we know nationals, all right? We're not going to talk about it, but
that seems like a systemic issue, but
they made a stupid substitution, I think.
And I don't know, something about Jude, it just doesn't sit right with me in a midfield 3 anymore. It just doesn't.
It seems to me that in either case we win, so I guess that answers that question.
All right, fair enough. All right, welcome back to the banter space, guys. We're bringing back group videos, all right? You guys asked for it, so here we go. Madrid, Dortmund, man. Like, I have not seen a satanic club like Madrid. There is no club like Real Madrid in sports. Think about it. Any sport, it doesn't exist. These guys, they defy logic. I wanted to be happy today, but I'm just used to it. So I'm not even that sad. I'm just used to it.
Yeah, you're glazing a little, but we moved. Actually, crazy game. I was saying this earlier, but as soon as VINI took off his shirt, did his celebration, I realized my mind, the neurons clicked. The pathways wired together. Vinicius is the new Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy's Mr. UCL. What can we say? He just scored a hat-trick, bro. We're 2-0 down and you score a hat-trick? This is crazy. We're seeing Mr. UCL be revived. In a game where our defense completely shit the bed, bro. We scored when we're 2-2 and 3-2. When we're up, I wasn't even happy because of what I saw of the defense. But Vinicius, bro, this guy's a new CR7. That's all I have to say.
I just want to say this was the perfect explanation of two halves, a game of two halves. The first half, Dortmund really threatened to actually even score more goals. After the two goals, they made a stupid substitution, I think. It was just so obvious once he made the to go defensive with the substitution that Dortmund were going to just try and protect a 2-0 lead. We all saw what happened, man. They conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes for the first 2 goals. So this is Dortmund, belt to ass club. They're the cuts of the UCL, man.
Damn.
Dortmund are embarrassing. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but is Vinicius the best big game player in the club competition? He is.
Right now, if we have to glaze Vinny. We have to give him his props. He showed Mbappe levels. He showed Mbappe who a big player is, who plays at the biggest club, who is the showman of Real Madrid. And Mbappe has to take a backseat and let Vinny cook. He is the guy. He wears the number 7 for a reason. We just have to accept that there's a lot of Madrid fans still in denial, and they just have to accept it now.
What do you think, Varan? You see the biggest big game player in club competitions? Because we know nationals, all right? We're not going to talk about it, but
that seems like a systemic issue. But moving on from nationals, yes, as I said, he is the new Ronaldo. I see it. This game has cemented that fact for me. I used to get angry at Ronaldo for yelling at his teammates, being disengaged, and then Ronaldo would score, and I would have nothing to say. Vinny did exactly that. I was complaining about how Vinny's passes were really odd. In the first half, it seemed like he was playing in Timberlands, but the second half, he stepped up.
It just seems like every big game I'm watching this guy, in the UCL especially, for years now I've clowned him because at the beginning he was terrible in terms of finishing. Obviously, the Ansu Fati comparisons, right? We know how that ended.
Right.
But I didn't really rate him. I didn't think he had a brain, but this guy, the mentality has shown to come back from pretty much being ridiculed by everyone, including his own fans, to being world-class, potentially Ballon d'Or winner. You have to appreciate it. As much as I hate him because he's good, I have to say it. I just hate him because he's good. That's it. I have no other arguments.
Right. You can't hate.
Yeah, you can't hate because it's quality. There's nothing to hate about. But I want to talk a little bit about Dortmund. I think Dortmund should be expelled from the Champions League. You cannot keep doing this because every year these guys flop. Every year they bottle something up. It's just to me it's just annoying to see over and over again. They give you hope and they always take it away. I hate clubs like Dortmund, Spurs, who are just there to make the numbers and they never actually finish the job. And I'm tired of them. I'm sorry.
Right. Look, It's not a Dortmund thing. We saw this at Anfield, which is allegedly a hard ground to play at, right? Where we were 2-0 down and we come back, score actually 5 goals. Started by VINI again. It's not a Dortmund thing. In this case, I feel like it's a Real Madrid thing. It's a big club thing, you know? Certain clubs like PSG, as you said, Tottenham, Dortmund, PSG, they just don't have it. They're just not a big club. It might be the historical pedigree, it might be players, it might be the weather, bro. They just don't have it.
The weather, bro. The weather.
Yeah, it's
We're
the weather,
not
man.
blaming the weather.
Yeah,
What
man.
you on about, bro?
Germany.
I
We're
don't
not blaming the weather. That's
I
on
don't think the roof was
Guys,
closed in the
guys.
Bernabeu.
Is Dortmund in West Germany?
Whoa. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, but what do you guys think about Mbappe, his performance? He did give the assist for the first goal, was it? Or was it the second goal? He gave the assist for one of them. So I feel like he attempted more shots today. He looked dangerous. He didn't look that bad today.
Yeah, he looked good. He created in the first half for sure, but you always want a player like Mbappe to score. But I think again, it's not his team. It's Vinny's team for sure.
Forke?
Mbappe, certain people are gonna say he gave Madrid the spark, let's say, or the go-ahead kind of motivation. But if you actually saw it, it was just a completely inshallah cross from one side when he got it on the right hand side and he just crossed it in. You never even see Mbappe cross the ball in, but it was good. Once again, we have to talk about someone that has always been a big game player and no one talks about it, is the Rudiger. Rudiger, once again, in a big Champions League game, coming up clutch. And Mbappe, I would say his performance today, I want to say it was the person that really had a stinker today is Jude, but we can talk about that later because I think he is not believing the reality of what position he has to play in. It's hard on him, and I think he might have to have therapy classes soon. But Ferran will know about that. But yeah, man, shout out the GOAT, man, Lucas Vazquez, man. What a guy, man. What a guy.
Listen, he scored today, but Vasquez is a problem defensively, bro.
Hey, listen, Vazquez.
They're gonna get-
Nah, bro. Listen, he's a winger. I hope we're all aware of the fact that he's a winger. And
Oh, no, sorry, Ferran. Yes, when was the last time he scored? Of course he scores today. Of course. From what kind of angle? I'm sorry, this
he
Dortmund
scores clutch
keeper-
goals.
This Dortmund keeper was horrendous tonight.
No, he
Absolutely
wasn't.
horrendous.
Stop. It wasn't.
Yes,
It
he
wasn't
was,
that
man.
bad.
Because if you look at the Lucas Vazquez goal, he should have never allowed that to go in. Come on, man. That wasn't even in the corner, and he was basically
Bro.
left frozen.
Next question. What do you guys think about Jude? Because I'll be honest, I don't care what anyone says, okay? He's still a good player. This guy is not a midfielder. Because every time this guy plays in a 3 for Madrid, for Dortmund is a whole different thing. I've seen him play midfield in Dortmund. I've seen him play a little bit more further back, almost like a double pivot. He's done well. For Madrid, this guy is not a midfielder. He doesn't show the technique, the control, the dribbling that he used to show at Dortmund. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something about Carlo, the tactics he tells him to do, but like this guy in midfield, he's just not it. And I've seen it multiple games now. He's frustrated. He gets gassed out, man. This is a guy that's used to playing up front now. And I think that's his role. And I don't know, something about Jude, it just doesn't sit right with me in a midfield 3 anymore. It just doesn't.
I think he's in a new role. I think he's 21 years of age, and this is natural for someone that young. Last year was him, I guess, reinventing football. You know what I mean? Last year was him smashing all the limits, because that stuff is not normal.
Bro,
this is normal.
Like Goku, bro. Relax.
Vazquez versus reinventing football is crazy. Oh my god.
I think he did, though. That was... Listen, we don't need to... We won today. It's 3 points. His tackle set up Vinny's second goal. We don't see it. You don't see Jude's impact unless... In this type of role, unless you specifically watch him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of his energy is used up tracking back, pressing, etc. But it's fine. I don't think it's worrying. There's nothing worrying. He's just doing his job, and he's an undisputed starter.
One last question. Do you like Jude more in this current position or the position he was last year?
It seems to me that in either case we win. So I guess that answers that question.
All right, fair enough.
I never knew we had to. Well, we were giving credit out for tackles from at the halfway line that allows another player to run with the ball and carry it into the other person's half and score a goal. But Jude Bellingham, for me personally, I think last year kind of broke his brain because he's not playing a new role now. He's reverting back to what he was playing as a box-to-box, actual midfielder. But it seems like because of what he was doing last year and the accolades he was getting and all the praise and being the main man, scoring goals, being vital for Madrid, he wants that back. Of course, you can't one season give the kid everything and then strip him and tell him to do the dog work. It's really harsh in my opinion. But this is how you have to accommodate the new dictator at the club. So for me, Jude, I'm happy to see him actually play midfield because this is what I've been always asking for to Madrid fans that want to compare him to actual CMs. Let him play in midfield and let's judge him then. But apparently he has to go back. He's going to be going back to his old role soon. So just shows that he can't really hack it. But he's a good talent, I believe. Jude is a good talent, like everyone else in that midfield right now. The young players at Madrid, they do have something about them where they don't give up. They give everything for the team. And his ability to just, the header. You see that? His ability to go forward, I believe, is like his strength. I don't know where he's developed it from because you didn't see that at Dortmund, but maybe it is better for him to just play as a box pressure man.
Sure, okay. Well, closing thoughts here. I do think that, again, Madrid, I've said it over and over again, they're the favorites this season for everything. I don't care what Barcelona is doing, how well they're playing, it doesn't matter. The quality they have coming after winning the Champions League, it'll be stupid to play this underdog gimmick. I don't care. Like, they're still the favorites for everything and they should win everything. But they have problems. This game showed that they still have problems defensively, maybe even more so than last year or the previous years. However, that satanic gene, that clutch gene, whatever you want to call it, that it's not luck because this time I actually think that they deserve the result. Before, there's a lot of games where I think they did get locked out. Not this one. I think they deserve the result here. It's going to show up. That gene is going to show up again. Do not rule out another UCL. It's not impossible. It's actually very possible considering the scene. Barca, again, they're good now, but are they going to be good in May? Are they going to be good in April? Are injuries going to keep hampering them? For me, Madrid are set to win another Champions League if they maintain their current level and their juju keeps going. So we're going to wait and see. It's a long season, but they're still the favorites for me.